What's the deal, YouTube? This your boy BS with the BS. Don't want no BS and hope y'all stay up out that BS. If y'all liking my channel, y'all liking what I'm talking about, subscribe. Just trying to get in there, let y'all know, the life of a regular dude, just trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? Why everybody else want to be a baller and everything else. I'm just trying to be regular, make it, keep my little 9 to 5 and maybe a 5 to 9 with a hustle on the side, you dig? So this one is about I had a problem. I did this video twice. I had problems with downloading, but it's about transitional housing. And what I want to talk about is when I got released from prison, I had to go to transitional housing. It was in Long Beach. It was called SAF. It was on 7th off of 7th and Redondo. Great place. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn. I'm telling y'all great now. But at that moment, it wasn't even, I was like, man, I don't want to be here. So I was always in High Desert, Susanville and High Desert for most of my time. And between the 3 yard High Desert, 3 yard Susanville, 4 yard, and I eventually tried to go to fire camp, and I did all the training and everything. I fell down the hill, everything, to find out that I was a hard 19, so I couldn't do nothing. So they just tried to just dump me off and keep me in Susanville. And it was about 8 months to my parole. And so I ended up going to see the counselor. It was a husband and a wife. And the husband, they just tried to, you're going to get paroled here. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? You guys are setting me up for failure. I have a gang and I'm on a gang file. I can't go back to my neighborhood. Or I'm going to go to jail. They have certain stipulations and being around certain people, so I couldn't go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Valley dude, so I always travel back and forth between the Valley and Lancaster. And Lancaster, I just didn't want to be out there no more. And the Low Valley, I was just kind of over it, and I really wanted to grow. So, I threw a fit, turned up, boom, pressed the button, came and got me, threw me in a hole. Now that's around November. My release date about May. So I'm in a hole about this. I know it's about almost Christmas time. It's about a week before Christmas. They send me a paper. Boom, you get transferred. You're going to CRC. Oh, snaps, for sure. I heard of it. Never been down there. They just said it was dorms. It was wide open, and I'm get to use the phone more. It's just, closer to home. And they got programs. So, boom, I think they got to drive. We left about the day before Christmas. No, the day before Christmas Eve. And then we got down to New Delano, threw us in AdSeg. We was in AdSeg Christmas Eve, Christmas, the day after Christmas. They transfer us, boom. We had Narco, CRC. As soon as I walk in, it's wide open. The dorm they put me in just got off lockdown. They had a riot. So I walk in. Everybody's, it's cool. It's mellow. It's, way chiller. I'm walking down, looking down the bunk rows. Everybody got a phone. But let's speed up through this. We all know what prison's like. So I meet a partner from the Pueblos. He say, he's going back and forth to these programs. Now, I don't get no SAP program. I'm just coming down. I'm short to the house. I don't get nothing. I ain't had nothing. I've been turned up for years. I don't get no program, nothing. So this is kind of like the first time that I actually get to move around and program with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it was the second time because I was in that little fire camp. So that was the first time. And then this is the second time. So I'm like, okay, cool, And he says, I go to SAP program, what not. But here, write this place. I wrote them, and they said, when you get home, they'll have a bed for you. For me, they have a bed for me. You should write them too, homie. And if you want to change and do something different, I said, hell yeah, I'm trying to do something different. I got to. I ain't got no other choice. I ain't got no place to go. The big baller, the big hustler, the big gangster, all that shit that I thought I was, was all coming into sight. And it was a reality that I had wasted a lot of time on nonsense and just frivolous activities, I learned integrity. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I did learn, but I wasted a lot of good time. I lost out on lots of time with my kids. I don't even have a relationship with my youngest kids because I chose the streets, and that's something that I have to accept. I mean, I do, and it hurts, but you got to get deal on it. One day, when God make that, the universe bring that together, I'm gonna have them. We're gonna build that relationship, and I can put that same effort that I put into the streets into them, but it's too late. So I have to deal with that. I have to be honest with myself, and there's a lot of dudes out there to be honest and keep it pushing. There's nothing wrong with that. We didn't know, and that's I didn't know. Make a long story short, so I wrote the place. They tell me, boom, they write me back, we got a bed for you. So I'm supposed to get out May. I get caught with a phone, so that's all my time. I'm maxed out. I think it was like 20 some days. They give me 20 days or something. It's 15, 16 extra. That's all I had. It wasn't a new case, so I end up getting out in June. They tell us when you're about to get out, let us know. So I write them. Boom. Excuse me for saying that. That's my word. I write them. By that time I get out, they write me back. We're ready for you. We'll have a car. What I'm saying? I wrote another little place. Um, they had a car waiting for me. Like I really got myself. I really wrote these people and these houses and had a choice when they was writing me back, asking me like, would you like to come here? And I actually had a choice to be able to choose from, in them last few months. Because once I got caught with the phone, I was like, I'm done. Leave me alone. I want to leave. I don't want to be here. And so I actually started writing these places and just focusing. And they had me already. And I had a little change. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. I keep me a little change from them dots. And I went on with my journey. Dropped me off at the place on 7th and Redondo. Never forget that day. It was so fast. Everybody's moving. And I wear glasses. I can't see. But I wear sunglasses if I'm sitting in like close surroundings and I can see you because back then I didn't have no transitionals or nothing. So I had my sunglasses and I'm watching these people move around. And I see this dude look out the window and I can see he gay as fuck, right? Listen to the story because it's all changed and it's happened fast. It happened fast because I wanted it and I got it. And so, sure enough, Spencer, get up. Going to the main house. Tony's gonna be here. I'm sorry I have to say names. I don't say names. But this dude ended up being my best friend, my closest friend. And I don't even partake with dudes. I can't even partake. But it was the fact that out of all this bullshit going on, he was actually came to me as the real and been like, check this out. I know what you about. I know you don't function with me. I understand that I'm a penitentiary dude. I'm gay, but I'm penitentiary. But I'm gonna tell you this. Woo wop, don't do that. Don't fuck with them. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? He went off and did his thing. And, I've never seen him. But if you see this, shout out to T, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for that. And so I go to this place and I got to be his roommate. And he was respectful. And those was things that I had to deal with because I didn't have to and I didn't want to. But I was tired of living my life. I was tired of being that and trying to be something. And, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even see my kids. You know what I'm saying? So that hurt, So it took me, I had attitude for about 8 months. But I remember every Sunday they would ask us, what are we grateful for? I would just tell them I'm grateful to be home. And as time went on, as I started developing myself and becoming the person I am, I start being grateful. And that's what this is about, being grateful. And he listens to you. And so about a week, I'm tripping. I ain't no smoker. Don't have me in these classes. I don't do drugs. Ooh, so they take me out. What you do? Assault with a deadly weapon, assault on peace officer, domestic violence. I said, damn, you went in. Yes, sir. Anger management, domestic violence, something else, lifestyle, living, living skills. Okay, cool. I had like 4, so I didn't have to do everything that everybody else. I had a lot of free time, so I go hit the weight pile. They had a weight pile. So that's what everybody kind of know me for, just to go work out and go to my class. And then like 2 weeks later, I got my ID, my social security card. And then I worked in the kitchen because I've always worked in the kitchen. I ended up meeting Paisa. And very good dude, man. I see his shoes. I say, you work in the kitchen? Yeah, we start talking. He said, you know how to cook? I said, yeah. And I said, where you work at? You guys need cooks? In his broken English and my broken Spanish. And we're having a great conversation. And so he says, yeah, Mia, here, let me call my boss. He calls his boss right there on the spot. Boom. I'm like, wow. And his boss broke in. Hey, I got this guy. Woo. He said, yeah, you come and interview for Saturday. Saturday. All right, cool. Wow. So I run, boom, I tell man, thank you. Run to my counselor, tell her, hey, I got a job interview on Saturday at Mimi's Cafe as a cook. She says, for real? Okay, cool. They didn't really mess with me because drugs wasn't my thing. They was more worried about like if I start having money and chains and pull up in a car, and, you know what I'm saying? They was like looking for that type shit. So, boom, I go get. I said, I ain't tripping. I got money saved. I know what it's for. So I go tell her. She give me the pass. I'm ready. It's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, it's my time. And so I find a little bus and I hop on the bus and get ready for that interview. To finish that interview on the next part.